Everybody ready? So good afternoon. I'm TK Waters, Chief of Investigations with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. This morning at 9/11, officers responded to what they thought was, or what we believed was, an armed burglary at Bayview and Lem Turner. When officers arrived, they learned that it was actually an attempted armed robbery with a butcher knife. When officers approached the subject, he was holding a large butcher knife in one of his hands, and he fled the scene on foot. The officers gave chase. When the officers caught up to him or got closer to him, he stopped. He turned toward the officer. The officer gave loud verbal commands, asking him to drop the knife. The subject refused to drop the knife at that point. The officer attempted to use his controlled energy weapon, what was known as a taser. He attempted to use that. It did not. It was not successful. At that point, the officer fired one shot, striking our subject, who has been transported. He was immediately rendered aid at the scene, and he's been transported to a local hospital. He remains in stable condition. The officer involved is Officer T. Davis, ID number 67391. He has been put on administrative leave per JSO policy while our investigation is conducted. The State Attorney's Office is conducting a concurrent investigation also, and I'll answer any questions that I can at this point.
Can you elaborate more on the attempted robbery aspect of it?
No, that's still part of the investigation. We're early, but that's all I can give you at this point.
About how far away was the officer from the suspect when he fired?
He was fairly close.
How old was the suspect?
39.
And you're not able to identify the suspect yet?
I can't identify him. His name is John Ritter. He's a white male. Date of birth 5/13 of 1980.
Can you say where he was hit?
No, I can't, not at this point.
Was anyone injured besides the suspect?
That's the only person that was injured. All the officers at the scene are fine. They were not injured. The only injury was to the suspect.
Are you able to say how many officers were present when this went down?
One at the time.
Is the suspect connected to a bank robbery maybe a few weeks ago?
That information is not clear. It's nothing that I have at this point.
Are there any warrants out for the suspect?
No, charges are pending for him though.
Is there any signs of mental health issues with the subject or any type
Well, I think that as we get further into the investigation and we learn about him, we'll be able to answer those questions, but at this point we cannot.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.